Hey, what's up, guys? Sean back, and for some reason, Home Depot employees think they can get away with stealing thousands of dollars without consequences. And I just have to wonder to myself, how did she steal it? Was she just straight cashing out, taking all that money? Or was she just taking it a little at a time, like pennies, power tools? Because she should have took the lumber if you've seen the cost of lumber nowadays. But I guess it kind of would be hard to sneak out with a 2x4 in your pants, but I guess unless you're gifted by the gods. But all right, let's see what this Home Depot employee thought she could get away with here.
On January 17th, 2023, officers were called to a Home Depot for a call of ongoing employee theft.
So we have two situations. Which one are you here for?
The money.
Yes, you're with me.
You guys are way too happy for somebody that just got robbed blind.
I was.
have
They got
another-
in the parking lot.
Okay.
So she submitted and signed an affidavit saying she's paid at least $3,000.
You guys had
Not smart.
video footage of
Have her
it?
take the money. Yes. They have it all
Every
on the thumb.
single?
Yeah, they did all the transactions. We actually thought it was more about 5, but she admitted to 3. But we have it back here. I have to notify her we're terminating her, and I would like to prosecute, and I would like to walk her out in cuffs.
I don't know. We'll see what we're gonna do here. But most likely she's gonna leave in handcuffs.
We're gonna go through this door so you're not going through my whole break room.
These rights I just explained.
She's so happy. Like, I think she just wanted to perp walk somebody at this point. Maybe she wanted to be a cop in real life. Like, her whole life, she wanted to be a cop, not in real life. What do I mean?
India. Okay. So when did this start taking place? Do you remember? If you had to take an educated guess, like, was it like a month ago, a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago? Okay. And so what were we doing a few weeks ago? How much? Okay. Are you a cashier or customer service?
Don't whisper now, swiper no swiping. Why are you so soft-spoken? You done cashed out. Like, you've been caught. You done goofed. Just, own up to it. You should shut your mouth and get a lawyer. But if you're going to tell, go ahead and tell us a little louder.
So you're around the cashier's area, so you do take returns and take people, you check people out, stuff like that. Okay. It's been going on for a few weeks now. How are we doing this? Like, explain to me so I can better understand how we went from working here to slightly taking some cash out at a time.
It was a thought process. I just did it.
How are we doing it though?
I opened the register.
Were we checking someone out when we were doing it, or were you just randomly go to the register, open it up, take out? Were you taking out like $20 at a time, or $100 you were taking $100 out at a time?
Yeah, so here's how she did it. She walked in, she said, "Big bank, take little bank," and she just started grabbing money out of there, right? And then she walked out of there. "I got 2 phones, one for the plug and one for the load." And she just pretended she was Kevin Gates.
Every single time? Okay, so every single time you did it, you were taking money, $100 out every single time. Okay. And how much would you say you took from the tills? Over 2,000? Have you ever? What'd you do with the cash after you took every time you took the 100 out?
Went to the strip club and made it rain, baby.
What were you using it on?
I was gonna use it for my grandmother.
What were you gonna buy her?
I wasn't gonna buy her. She's just separate now. It wasn't a thought process. I just did it.
I gotcha. So you're taking the money for your grandma so you can spend it on her?
I'm pretty sure grandma doesn't want to think that she's the reason that her poor granddaughter got a felony. So let's not blame her. If she walked in here with a new Gucci purse or something, I'm putting that all on you. I don't think grandma saw this money.
Did your grandma take care of you? And you thought it'd be nice to kind of treat her?
It wasn't a treat. She was just sick.
She's sick?
Oh,
So you're helping pay for medical bills or something, or? Yeah. Okay.
I hear every single one say they have a sick grandma, and it's like, are they like sick, like in chemo or something? Or they like have a cold and you just thought that they needed a whole lot of Dayquil? Which is it?
Is there anything else that you can remember about when you took the $100 at a time, or are you taking them? Let's focus on the money now. Were you taking like 20s, or were you taking a $100 bill? So it was a $100 bill every time. Okay. And you said it's up to 2,000. You took over $2,000.
Bro, and she did this over a couple weeks too. So I just can picture her walking into her grandma's house like, bands will make her dance. Just walking in there like that.
I know this is hard for you, Destiny, but I need a verbal, okay, or a head shake or
Yes.
something. Okay.
New
Is
message.
there anything that you want to add to what you told me? No. And was it let me ask you this: when you were taking the money from the tills, was it only at the cashier's area? Did you go to any other tills and take them, or?
It was just but where the department I work in.
So just that customer service then?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you seen the cost of some of these damn power tools too? She like the cash, she could have got away with so much more if she would have just jammed a couple of Milwaukees down her pants, walked out of here like with a drill sticking, you know, where she could have got away with a lot more.
Can I add something? Can I ask her a question?
Absolutely.
Okay, so when we just talked a few minutes ago, right, we talked about you taking the cash from the registers. No, it was more than $100 each time, right? So last night, you talked about yesterday, what you took from the registers, right? Was over $1,000, right? Okay, he needs to know that.
Oh, I added the.
I know, you didn't understand when he said hundreds.
Oh, so you were taking, so.
Yes, sorry.
So let me break it down for you. So let's say this is my till, right? Up at customer service. I open it up and I'm just taking $100 out and
No, I
putting.
took more than just
You took
that.
more? Did you? Now it was happening every time you did it.
Yes.
So you took.
Bro, everybody does it so stupid. Like, seriously, a DeWalt under my ding-a-ling and I'm out of here.
You took all the hundreds out of the tills. Are you telling me? And that would add up to whatever amount that you took out of there. Do you remember what the first time you did it? Do you remember what the total amount was that you took out?
No.
Do you remember at any time how much you took out every time you went to the till?
There usually is hundreds in there, and some are 2 to 4.
2 to 4. So we're talking a couple $100 every time we took money out from the cashiers. Okay.
So in our discussion, we talked about the dollar amount, right? And she wrote a written statement of $3,000, right? Okay, that's important to tell him, okay?
Do we have any of this money? Did it go into your bank account, anything like that? You just kept all the cash? Do you still have any of that
Damn, grandma's a little greedy huzzy, huh?
cash left? Anything that you've taken from Home Depot, you spent all of it.
I would give it back if I had it.
I gotcha.
Damn.
To be more descriptive, what were we spending it on for Grandma?
I was just paying some of her stuff off.
I'm sorry, what?
Just paying some of her things off my.
Burger King.
What kind of things were you paying off?
I don't know what bill specifically. I live with her and my uncle, and my uncle doesn't do anything for her. So.
Okay.
And some of it were her bills, and then we've been waiting. My grandfather passed away a year ago, so I've also wanted to help with the headstone for that too.
Okay. So we're helping pay for the headstones
It's
and
just
medical
the
bills for
bills and
Grandma.
headstone, the bills and headstone,
Okay.
but
Let me-
mostly the bills.
So this
Damn it, don't tug at my heartstrings like that. Now you gotta feel bad for the poor girl. Like it's funny when people think they're gonna get away with it, but if what she's saying is true, then you just gotta feel bad for her. Like, stupid decision. it's going to affect the rest of her life, but
This has been going on for a while.
Mm-hmm.
She's been taking copious amounts of money. So we have statements for you, we have video for you, we have, just a packet for you that CIT puts together. So once we get 2 or 3 hits on this, we send it to the Central Investigation Team. They go in, they pull all the video, they pull everything that they need, and they send me a packet. And then we go in and we
Investigate it a little bit
Yeah.
more.
So she is young.
I
She was
gotcha.
19. So she's not.
she's a teenager. Teenagers are the stupidest. We shouldn't even arrest her for this. We'll just make her pay it back over time. Just let her have a little freebie.
A minor. Do you do the diversion program?
For stuff like this, no.
Okay. I'm just
This
curious.
is a felony amount. I'll be honest.
That's what I thought. I just
She's
wanted
gonna
to.
probably leave in handcuffs.
Well,
today.
that's what she should leave in.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's what happens when
But-
you steal cash from your
Yeah.
business.
And her not being truthful. She was truthful with us and then not truthful with you. That's why.
And I'll read all the statements. I can put your hand down. All right, so go ahead and from the best, without looking through the folder and everything like that, because I'll look through that and we'll go through that together in a little bit. But from the best of your knowledge, just tell me from the start dates until what led up today.
Okay, so about, I'd say a week and a half ago, I received an email from the Central Investigation Team in regard to Destiny. We had cash shortages. Every other day we had cash shortages.
See, they have a whole damn team dedicated to busting you stealing their bucks. So what made you think that you were going to walk away scot-free on this one? Nobody ever gets away with it anymore. Like, I swear, you used to be able to get away with some little stuff, maybe changing the price of something down to like a nickel. I don't know. Maybe I may have done that in my retail days, got a couple really cheap video games, but nobody's getting away with anything anymore.
So once they did their investigation,
Allegedly.
they determined that Destiny could clearly be seen on camera, popping open the register with a cash strip boy, and removing cash, placing it in her right pocket. At that point, they put the packet together. We made an appointment to come and see her today. We sat down with her, discussed exactly what happened. She admitted to taking $3,000 worth of money from the registers, stated it was for her grandmother. She's written a statement. I have a statement, and so does the other witness, and that's what happened.
She's 19. Let's just call it a destiny deposit. Chalk it up to the game. You lost one. Get them next time, Tiger.
Okay. And you've never witnessed her or anything like that, her taking actual money?
No, not live, just on video.
Just on the video? Okay. And to your knowledge, she's been taking large sums of cash,
Yes.
cash
So
at
yesterday,
every time.
yes, sir. Yesterday we had a $1,200 shortage, and when I spoke to her about that today, she said yes, she did indeed.
Whatever information that you can provide from the beginning to the end up to today, just go ahead with it.
Absolutely. So I proceeded to start looking at video to start seeing what was going on, and then I was able to observe today yesterday's transactions. So yesterday's transactions basically was the individual in question was at the register. She would start pacing back and forth, look around, look left, look right, then proceed to start accessing the register without having a customer present. That's automatically a red flag because there's no reason to touch the register if there's no one in front of you.
Correct.
She proceeded to then, with no explanation, open the register, reach in, grab several high dollar bills, place them in her palm, and put it into the pocket of her apron or her front right pocket. This happened twice yesterday. Now, part of that journal that register gives you an unexplained total dollar amount of how much money is missing from the registers.
Bro, so they had it broke down, itemized, like everything. There was zero chance you were walking away from this one. Like, you didn't even stand a snowball's chance in hell. So I don't know why she kept doing it. All I can say is teenage dumb, me taking money. Like, that was her defense, I guess.
She impacted two different registers in her yesterday shift. One of them was $533, I believe, and the second one was $1,200 and
Damn.
change.
So roughly, yesterday she took about $1,800.
If I had to guess, I would say approximation, yes, north of 1,500, less than 2,000.
That's in one day, too. She said she was doing this for a couple weeks. I think she got away with a lot more than 3,000. She better have some of this money to show for.
So I'm just gonna ask you a couple more questions, and then I'm gonna make a phone call, okay? I'm gonna look at some footage, and then we're gonna proceed from there, okay? So, you are on multiple occasions, okay? It seems like at least 5 different days, okay? You were seen on camera taking multiple, plethora of money from the tills, okay? And I need to get an exact dollar amount. And someone who takes cash, they go home and count it, okay? I know you went home and counted it. There's no
need to count it. She's printing free money at this point. It's all free money. She don't got to count it and worry about how much is there.
ifs, ands, or buts about that. Because you just didn't take the money and then go, oh, I'm just going to spend this. So I need you, to the best of your knowledge, to just give me the best estimated number of how much money that you took. Are we talking like $3,000? How much? 3? Because from what I'm seeing, we're talking more than that. I mean, alone yesterday, you took about $1,800. Okay, I think you know that. She went home and counted it probably last night, right? Okay. So every other night, how much, and I know it's been months, but if you had to take the best guess possible, I mean, because one shift, you took $1,800.
Bro, it's not like she's swiping a 20 and going, ooh, my Chick-fil-A's free today. She's taking so much money, and she's thinking she's going to walk away scot-free. But like I said, teenagers dumb. That's just what it is.
Okay. So how much money are we talking about here?
Big bank.
That was just the one ship. That was the first time there's ever been $1,000 in the.
That was the first time you ever took over 1,000?
Yes, that's the, because there's never been that much in the till before.
Okay.
So just so happens, the day before the cops get there, you said, I'm taking FU money and I'm going to cash out and go to Costa Rica? What?
But if, again, give me a ballpark number other than 3,000.
Over 4.
Over 4? Are we maybe more towards 5, possibly?
Probably.
Probably. Okay. Is it over 5? Are you sure? You're 100% sure that you did not take over $5,000?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I'm not trying to push it.
No,
but
I know.
But you know that I know the amount. Okay. I know that kind of sounded a little bit confusing, but I know you know the amount of money that you took.
I don't know
it might not be to the
exactly.
exact dollar, but so we're talking about 5. You took over up to $5,000.
She probably has a ballpark somewhere in this neighborhood. I don't think she knows exact dollar amounts because she's probably spending some on the way back. She's probably shopping online, stopping, doing a deposit here. Like, money's free at this point. It just falls into our pockets out of a cash register. Why is she counting?
Correct. Okay. Do you want to say anything to them about what you did? About,
Can I have her amend her statement?
We
That's her
talked.
written statement.
It was 3, but I really didn't count it to the dollars.
You want to amend your statement and add 5 in there instead?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine. I know you're not going to know the exact dates, but do you remember like what day of the week it was when you did it at least or anything like that?
No.
No, just whenever you were working?
Not every shift.
Not every shift.
No.
But
Yeah, we call it Money Monday. I just only steal money on Monday. We can't do it on the weekend. That would be just wicked.
just when you thought the coast was clear, you were able to get into the till without anyone seeing. Okay. So if you haven't figured it out already, you are going to be placed under arrest. Okay. So we are going to head down to the jail. You will be able to bond out. Okay. So what I'm going to have you do is you're going to walk out to my car with me. Okay.
She probably thought that 6 feet behind her said, take 6,000 between us.
I won't cuff you in front of everybody. Out of respect. Okay, I'll save you the humidity or humiliation. Okay? Because you're being pretty honest with me from the beginning, and I take that with a great amount of respect. Okay? So you respect me, I respect you. Now we try to run or get funny or do anything. I have this cool Batman utility belt where I can use a lot of things that I don't want to use. Okay.
So it's fine.
All right, Batman. Apparently, this guy is the Dark Knight, but she's like, she thought she was going to get away with it. She was going to get all this damn money. Like, I'm going to get Rolls Royce rich, baby. We're stealing $1,800 a shift. I'm cashing out in no time. Within a year, I'll have a Rolls.
So what we're going to do is you're going to walk in front of me, okay? All right, you have nothing else in your pockets, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I hope
What's up? Leave that in your pocket. I'm talking like knives or anything like that. Nothing in your bra, anything like that? I have to ask. All right, easiest way in is to sit down butt first and then pull your feet in, okay?
Well, I'm big, so.
Yeah. I understand. I'm a big guy too.
Not that, well, I'm big, so I needed more money because my pockets are bigger. I don't know. Nice defense. I'm a fat man. I get to steal more. That's the rules. Fat men always take two. But yeah. So Home Depot employee thinks she's going to get away with it. I don't know why she thought that this was going to be some kind of genius evil plan for her to walk out of here with all this money, but it didn't quite go in her favor. And you got to feel bad for her if the circumstances are actually what she says they are. If, you know, they're struggling at home, grandma's sick, grandfather passed away, need a headstone. So there are reasons that you kind of feel for the girl. At the same time, you're not going to get away with it. Nobody can steal money nowadays and it not be traced somehow, some way. So leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the lumber and larceny chick. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.